This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a Maytag top loading washing machine that has two belts, and we could smell the belts burning, so it's time to replace them. And pretty easy to do. We got it unplugged, we got the water disconnected and the drain line out. I pulled it away from the wall by about 2.5 feet, and I'm going to lean it against the wall about 45 degrees back so it's supported by the wall. You want to make sure that it's not going to fall on you, so I want to tilt it back pretty far. And then we'll be just easily pulling these belts off. I'm just right now tugging on the belts, going back and forth. Again, make sure it is unplugged because we don't want any chance your fingers are going to get hurt. And I'm making sure that this big pulley here can move easily in both directions, because if you have a frozen pulley, it'll just burn up your belts. Sometimes the little pulley here in the upper left-hand part of the screen will be frozen, and that's the one for the pump. And that's actually a pretty easy thing to fix, but if it's frozen, it'll burn up the belts. This one seems to be turning fine. So I'm removing the belt for the pump right now. I took it off the pump pulley, and I just took it off the motor pulley. And I'm just checking again this one that goes from the motor to the transmission pulley to make sure it can easily spin in both directions. Now I'm spinning the pump one by hand, and if this one doesn't move, it could be that like a sock or something got sucked into the pump, which again is pretty easy to fix. But it's turning really well. This doesn't seem to be a problem. So here's the new belt kit we're going to put in there, and this is a pretty inexpensive thing to buy. Here's the belt kit sold by Amazon. This one's going for only $9.99. It has a belt for the drive, the transmission, and also for the pump. And they're really easy to replace. So here's another one of the part numbers. 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. And all we're going to do is just take this old one off. It just spinning the pulley, it comes right off the transmission. And then here is the one for the motor. I'm going to pull that off. And we're going to put on the one for the transmission first, which is the thicker one. And it's a little bit shorter but thicker. It's going to go all the way up on the pulley closest to the washer base. Goes all the way up to the top pulley. Put it over the transmission pulley. And the thinner one that's longer goes over the bottom pulley. And then it goes over this pulley, which is the one for the pump. And we're making sure again that everything spins easily. And that's all there is to it. There's no panels to remove. It's just tilting it back. And then we're just going to plug it back in and hook up the hoses and the drain pipe. And we'll set it for spin just to confirm that it can spin. So if the machine isn't spinning, it could be a result of something being caught in the pump, and that would also cause the belt to get really hot. You'd smell smoke. I think on this one it was just a matter of those belts being a little worn out. So pretty easy to just put a new belts in. It'll only take you a couple of minutes. Just make sure you have it supported really well when you tilt it back to 45 degrees. So here we're just putting the fill lines back in. It's also a good time to make sure there's nothing caught in the fill line filters. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. Thanks for watching.